Hi guys, this is AC Gamer back with another video on Snowbreak. Now in today's video what I want to do is go over the Acacia Kaguya and go over how good she is. So I've actually gone ahead and I've managed to pull her. It took me a very long time to get her and I got absolutely unlucky in the banner. I lost my 50-50 and I had to go through 170 summon to pull her. I can gladly say that the pity system or the gacha in this game sucks balls. I don't know why they decided to go for the Genshin Impact pity or the summons. I do not like it. I will be making a separate video talking about the lack of Giga Cash, whatever it's called. Just simply we need to get more of this. I'm not gonna lie, it is slightly harder to get than I would have liked, but anyways, we are going to be focusing on this character, seeing how good she is. And spoiler, she is absolutely amazing. I will be showing the team I'm currently using and why I actually use this character. She's a universal character in terms of you can use her as your main DPS, or you can use her as your supportive DPS. Now in my team, I am using her as my supportive DPS, so my team has slightly changed. Usually I run Fanny Cornet, then Coronet, sorry, and then I run Sheng, and I also run Acacia, the 4-star version. Now, after pulling the Acacia Kaguya, I have decided to switch out this version of Acacia. Even though she's very strong, don't get me wrong, I made a separate video on how strong this character is. Go ahead and check it out. But I want to use this one simply because of this supportive skill she has that helps me deal extra damage, especially when I'm using Fenny as my main DPS character, which I stack all of her buffs. So I use the Chosen, then I use her center stage, then I pop the this over here, so she's reduced to she reduces its hyper resistance by 24%, and I go ham and the enemy are pretty much dying, which I absolutely love. You will see that I'm able to clear through like mobs and bosses a lot easier and able to shred them with Fenny and Acacia paired well together. Before I carry on with the video, guys, don't forget to like and subscribe, stay tuned for more content on Snowbreak. If you guys don't want to miss out on future content on the game, make sure that post notification is on. Now, if you guys find this video helpful and overall useful, then go ahead and click the like button to help show your support and to help other people find this video. So let's focus on the skills that are actually good. Now, unlike certain characters where you only want to prioritize using certain skills, Acacia actually has all of her skills are very good, like every single one of them, which is why you can actually use her as your main DPS, or you can switch her into your supportive DPS where you're only going to be using this supportive skill, or you might switch her in to occasionally deal damage and also use this ability over here. Now, like I mentioned, this first skill over here is 15 seconds for cooldown, 15 S energy cost, but basically what she does is she throws a darts that flies around her, dealing frost damage. You obviously want to have a frost weapon to increase her frost damage, but right now on this account I do not have a good frost damage weapon, so that's why I'm currently running this weapon over here, which only increases the ballistic damage and standard skill damage and unlimited ultimate skill damage by 16.8%. so definitely could improve this character later on, but it's fine. So with the first ability over here, she's able to deal with insane amount of damage with the frost DPS damage, basically these rings fly around her, which basically keeps kills any enemy that gets too close, and applies winter moon effect, decreasing enemies movement speed by 10%, and you can stack this 3 times. So darts does this amount of damage, duration is 10 seconds, so cooldown is 15 seconds, uptime is 10 seconds, so there's only like a 5-second cooldown from using this ability. Obviously you need to have the energy requirements as well. Now this skill is absolutely amazing. Now obviously from the neural skill or the neuric skill, you can definitely improve on this a little bit, but I focused, well, since I'm going to make her my supportive DPS, I focused more on other supportive skills to get the neural skills. But as you can see with the neural skill, you can increase the amount of others available, so allow it to charge up to 3 stacks, up to 3 Jajun darts can be on the field at once. Now this is definitely going to increase her damage significantly. Right now she's only running around with 1, but once you get this newer skill available, you can run around with 3, which is definitely going to improve on your DPS. And then you can also increase the stack and does extra damage with this. Now this is the main reason why I am using her. So she throws her darts and does frost damage and applies Moontide effect, which basically decreases all types resistant by 24%, so allowing you to deal extra damage. Now this makes her a kind of a future-proof character because she will always have this skill that just helps with supportive role. DPS characters are more likely to get power creeped, but with supportive characters that have supportive skill, they are least likely to get power creeped, or at least the more resistance to power creep. So this over here definitely good, especially when I pair this up with my Fenny, where she does insane amount of damage. This is definitely nice. The damage from the darts as well is actually also quite good. As you can see, I have focused on the newer skills for this to make this even better. Being able to suck the enemies closer will be a crowd control ability, and also follow the targets, making sure that they die or they are always getting hit. So definitely very good. Now going over to our ultimate skill, she basically throws a large moon wheel to create lunar eclipse storm in a targeted area, which basically deals frost damage and basically decreases their movement speed by 10%. Now I wanted to say that this character has like debuffing ability, but like decreasing movement speed by 10% isn't really a lot, I'm not gonna lie. Especially obviously the 4-star Acacia can actually slow, so I feel like you might be switching between her and the Acacia, the 5-star and 4-star version, depending on what you require. I definitely will say that the slow ability is a lot better from the 4-star character compared to the decrease in movement speed by 10%, but it is fine. I'm not really too focused about this, but you can actually increase the duration of the storm by 10 seconds from the neural skill, and you're able to suck enemies closer towards the center of the storm, which is also, like I said, a crowd control ability, allowing you to focus your damage on one particular spot. So this is absolutely amazing. And you also have this ability over here which increases full squad damage dealt to targets affected with the movement speed reduction by 5% for each 100 alignment index, increased by an extra 1%. So you definitely want to make sure she has a huge alignment index. Now there is one thing that a lot of people don't notice or don't know, is that you can actually go to this and go over to recommended. Now you can see which logics you want to be using. So for this, it's recommended you use one that increases ultimate energy recovery of full speed by full squad by 21%. This is your entire squad, so you will be able to ult in a lot faster and a lot more consistently, and then offers an alternative operative damage, deal damage, recovers. Okay, there we go. So this is what you want to focus on, and obviously her weapon is recommended. However, you can actually use this weapon instead. The fire rate is 240, which I absolutely love. With pistol characters, you want to make sure that you're using pistols with high fire rate. It makes it a lot better to use rather than using one with like 64 fire rate and just dealing like 1 damage per click, which I don't really like. So I absolutely love this character. I am maining her right now as my supportive DPS, and I'm pairing her up with Shen Xing. I will be showing you guys some gameplay at the end, and hopefully should be showing you guys a little bit of gameplay in the corner of the video if I've edited it correctly. So tell me down in the comment section if you guys are going to be summoning for this character, or have you guys been summoning for her right now. Tell me down in the comment section how your luck have been going in her banner. I think the rates in this game are atrocious, but that's the same with Genshin Impact, but I still think they should definitely do something about the amount of resources we get in the game in terms of summoning materials. But yeah, I absolutely love this character. I definitely see her being a future-proof character. Maybe she might get power creeped in terms of like better card control in the future, better DPS or better debuffers in the future. But for right now, she is definitely top 3 in the game. It's been your boy AC Gamer. Don't forget to like and subscribe, and I'm out.
These white lies got me hypnotized. Get out of my head, get into my bed, I'm broken. drop in the ocean.